back to Inside, my friends. Welcome back. Welcome, one and all. Last time we made it through the war zone, a land of explosions, a land of terror, a land of death. Yet the explosions were unknown. Why were being attacked? Is there a war going on? I do not know. But now we seem to be in the next location, a mysterious class where people seem to sit. Naturally, disturbing these fellows would probably be unwise. So if we were to use this door, this device here, we could maybe make my escape. There is also a lever, however, and I am tempted to pull it. Whatever it's done something indeed. It's raised the windows, it's raised the doors, it's given me a way to escape this area. The explosions seem to have little effect on these husks as well. I suspect they are nothing more than crash test dummies. But this door should make an adequate blast shield at least from these many explosions which could continue to occur. However, the use of my blast shield might be about to expire, or not. Oh! The blast shield betrayed me. Seems when walking over certain surfaces, the blast shield may be prone to swinging. We must be careful then, we must be careful. When there is no more of these yellow barricades, an explosion could force me away, so the blast shield is not just a simple way out. We must be careful. There's the next explosion, we must pull. We must run quickly and we must make it to the next door. Come on, come on, I can hear the next one. The next one occurred! My child, you did not pull the door fast enough. Perhaps if I was to grab it only by the edge, perhaps if I was just to move towards the edge, then we can make our way through this strange, dubstep-like battlefield where all the explosions sound like a beat has been dropped. Very big beat. Now I just want to make an experiment. If I was to pull this halfway across the cover, by the way, as you can see, I am safe. So we shall make sure that I exploit this mechanic. So then I can make sure I am safe just as long as we are at minimum quota behind this barricade. Ooh, but we must be careful for the rubble. Make sure it does not hit me while this entire world begins to collapse in on itself. The strange robot arm seems to be pulling themselves around. What is that robot arm up to? I do not know. I suspect it moves around and it might be the next defense against these explosions. It moves like a clock of all things. Except I have fallen. Even explosions are not the only thing to kill me. Sometimes it's just clumsiness which gets me in the end. But I suspect now we are once more at the end. And I was not in time there, as you can see. I was trying to make it to the arm. If we can make it when the arm is in its 6 o'clock position, then we can probably guarantee myself a degree of safety. So the next explosion now comes. I shall shelter myself behind this arm. There we go, the arm made sure I remain safe. I will slide down here and see what's next, but I already hear the next explosion occurring, and that is my fate sealed right there. I should have timed myself better, I got impatient. Let's make sure that we are ready this time around. I was a little too fast there, my friends. Let us just be more careful when the next explosion occurs. What is with these explosions? I do not understand. I just don't know. Right. Make sure we are ready to be safe for the explosion. I was too fast once more. We need to be behind cover when that explosion occurs. If I time my slide for when an explosion is about to occur, my timing should be right. My timing should be true, and we will be safe when we try to escape, of course. Now behind the robotic arm once more, an explosion is going to occur. Now let us wait, listen to the tune. There we go. I was behind cover when the explosion occurred. Now we can escape downstairs. There we go. The explosions are no longer hurting me. Looks like I might have escaped them for a little while longer, for I suspect they will still be lingering for a long time while the battle rages on. But then again, it seems now they are becoming duller and duller. Not in the excitement sense, of course. It seems that we are just about to escape them. Perhaps now we are getting closer to the end. The world seems a little brighter after all. Still mysterious, still very dark and very foreboding. But I sense the end is soon upon us. Perhaps the end will be death, perhaps it will be life, perhaps we will discover why everything occurs. Or we just go down a broken elevator, which is probably likely to collapse. I told you I saw this one coming. Get ready for the crash. If the husks can survive being crashed in a lift, then we can too. Now, we best quickly pull that lever up and make sure we can escape. There'll be an air pocket nearby. As you can see, that trapdoor will provide me with the air I require. Okay, I know we're still weak. I know we're tired. It was a horrible ordeal, but we're going to have to dust ourselves down and continue. There is no time for rest in this world, unfortunately, and all we can see now is the next place where we must go. Another lift that needs to be activated. What is the purpose of these strange lifts, by the way? They are so useless and yet so used. Why would someone use them? Why would someone install them? Perhaps they are a part of something bigger. As we can see now, this is a door which just has a problem with opening and a problem with staying open. It seems we might have to jam this door, or at least make sure there is enough momentum on this rope in order to make sure I can make myself get across nice and quickly. Don't see anything that I can use to move across as well. Right, make sure the rope is in position. Now we jump across like a like an action man, basically. If only we had a hat, we could loosen the door and grab it to make ourselves look super cool. Let's just make our way out of here. Down the stairs, and it looks like we must be venturing underwater once more. I just hope no creatures lurk down here. For right now, I do not have a source of light which would allow me to put up a fight. But we could just swim under, we can swim over. As long as we swim quickly and make sure we breathe plenty of air. This ladder up here will provide us our way out, I believe. Unless there is something nasty lurking above. Or not, just two elevators. I guess one goes higher than the other. That one goes quite high, actually. And this one goes adequately high. Okay, this is a strange puzzle that we might be upon. I do not know where the puzzle element comes in, but if we just pull this one, and then launch ourselves onto here... Ah, this extends a board of some sort. Okay. But what is its purpose? I do not understand. We cannot venture any further to... Oh, God. One of those things lurks again. It's being captured now, though. It must be experimented upon. Either way, looking at it does not settle me. It would be best if we stayed on dry land, where it cannot hurt us. But maybe if we pull this, it will break the board. Perhaps it will do something. I still... No. I don't understand. How will this assist us? I cannot venture down again. I cannot venture down. Crushing myself would not bring any victory, of course. Unless... I see the solution now. This will require impressive timing. So, we will activate this. Activate this. Now, we pull the lever. We... Ah! Child, you failed. But as you can see, what we need to do is, once more, we need to trap the elevator, but we don't trap below, we trap above. So I will have to wait for it to reset, for I pulled this one prematurely. Right, let's just make sure we are ready. You have one shot, my child, though obviously we have several. Trap the elevator, and now we have our way up. Our way further, and our way away from that mysterious, hairy creature. One who I wish to be far away from. The further away I am from that weird, weird monster, the better I will be feeling about myself. There we go, we've managed to escape. Let's just hope though that creature does not escape its bounds, though I can already see it looks like it's not the creature who will be escaping. It will be me who is infiltrating. There is no way about it. It looks like it's our only way. We must dive down and face that monster who has escaped its bounds. It's looking for us. It's observing us. As long as there's a source of light, it won't follow us. Except right now it is. Quickly, jump up on the rope and escape! Ah, it grabbed you. You were too slow. We need to get on that rope as fast as we can. Going down here does not settle my mind, but unfortunately it's the only thing we can do. We must swim quick. We must not swim too deep. It's going to start following us as soon as it can. Up, 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 up! Onto the rope where it cannot grab you. It can only grab us when it is in water. Give it some time, allow it to retreat. We must make sure we are ready to make our escape. I want to make sure when I enter the water, I'm as far away from that creature as possible. It continues to unsettle me. It makes me feel scared. But there is nothing wrong with admitting fear, especially to a creature that's so murderous and so evil. But now, it's following us. It waited for its prey. Jump! Come on! Onto the rope! Onto the rope! Why did you stop to look at the creature? We know what it looks like. We know we don't want to see it. We want to avoid it as much as we can. Now we must do this whole piece all over again. Just don't go near the creature. Don't stop to look at it. Your only objective is to make it to the rope. It swims faster than you. We already know that. It's a creature adept to the water. It wants to be here. And make sure to swing fast. Swing very fast. Swing as fast and far as we can. But make sure, do not spend time looking at the creature. It wants to be looked at. If we look at it, we waste time. Time is our most valuable resource here. Time is the only thing that's going to bring us life. And save you from strife. Now swim. Up, 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 up! Up the rope where it cannot touch you. See, we've managed to be safe once more. It cannot touch you right now. Perhaps also we can make our escape. But boy! Why did you do that? Why did you detach? Why did you willingly throw yourself at that monster? I only told you to go up. I did not tell you to jump off. Perhaps maybe mapping the detached rope from the climb rope. Perhaps mapping them both to the same key was not the best idea these developers ever had in the world. Now let's make our way up and make sure we can avoid. Wait for it to descend, wait for it to hide. Then we'll make sure we jump up. But boy, please! Do not detach without my permission. That was the most unwise move you made, you silly rascal. And why should I even call you a playful name? A rascal you are not. An idiot you were. Now up. Now do not descend. Do not jump. Just make your way onto the platform. And now we are safe. We are away from the water. And unless it was to rise, we should be safe now from its non-existent eyes. But it seems once more it's our only option. We must dive once more into its jaws. There is nothing I can pull, nothing I can use. Just make sure this time, my boy, you swim as fast as you can, for it will be waiting for us. It wants to follow us. Now through the door, and make sure to close the door, perhaps. Or just leave the door open. Whatever. That was your own fault you died. If you'd closed the door, perhaps, you would not be dead. But instead, you chose not to close the door, and that is why you have died. Perhaps I could push one of these supports as well, though it seems I cannot. If I could push it, perhaps, it would have made for a nice little escape. But no, we just find ourselves swimming here, trapped with the guardian of the lake. I mean, swim through, grab the door. He does not grab the door, he doesn't listen. Just swim up, swim up, swim up, swim up! Cannot touch us while we are on dry land. It will descend and hide again, and we'll have to start this puzzle all over again. As you can see, swimming is the only thing we could do. We must just make it to the next platform as quick as we can before that thing annoyingly kills us again. Stick to the surface. You swim faster on the surface. You swim slowly when you're underwater. Onto the rope. Alright, we've escaped. Perhaps climbing up here will provide us with more safety, perhaps a new way to go, or a button to press, which I do not know what it's done. Nope, it makes this rope move. One of these puzzles again, I see, has returned from limbo. What purpose does this rope serve for? I do not know. All it's done is just moved it slightly. Perhaps its purpose is something I have yet to discover. We'll see what it does, perhaps on a later event. We will need it to solve a puzzle, I guess. Just what puzzle? Maybe if we push it again. Maybe there was something I missed. But swing the rope now. Swing the rope. What is there? What is there that is amiss? Nothing I see. Except a child who detaches from a rope when I tell him not to. I told you to climb, not to detach. You little idiot. Now we must swim this part all over again. While it's not a pain, it's still quite scary to be near that creature and its habitat where it can kill us. I think what we must do is we must continue to swim to the right. I just don't see anything here which will allow me to escape without a fight. I mean, I cannot climb onto that platform there, though I would see it as an adequate solution. However, this child chooses only to exist within 2 planes of existence. Something I have missed. I know that is for sure. Just what have I missed? I just do not know. Cannot make this rope swing, by the way. It seems very refusing to swing. What could I hook it onto? What could I do? Is this just for an aesthetic effect, perhaps? I just do not understand. I mean, I will use the rope to throw myself, perhaps. Throw myself into the water, give myself a head start against the creature who lurks there. But apart from that, I just see nothing. Nothing at all which can provide me with safety, though there is another button which I guess I must press. Unless... captured again. Alright, let us swim across again. This is now becoming a chore and something of a bore, for this puzzle is beginning to frustrate. Perhaps I could use this hook as a fishing hook of some sort. The monster does come up to grab when it wants to capture us. However, to do that, I would have to provoke the monster to jump. Let us just pull this lever once more. Does this ever descend into the water, this rope? I sense that is a solution. We need to capture the monster. The monster swims like a fish. I will use myself as the bait. And then when it comes up, we'll hook it onto its fate. Come on. Ah. Okay. Perhaps maybe if we were to use myself as a bait, I make sure that I am stronger than the monster, who has an infinitely stronger pull than a weak little boy. But I suspect that is a solution. We must go fishing to capture this monster. I mean, it carries lots of rope, lots of hair. It always dives up a little bit when it wants to grab us, should it dare. So that is what I shall do. I shall use myself as a bait. Just make sure that this bait can escape just in time. Are you ready, my child? Get ready to dive. It's coming. It wants us. Now escape. Ah, no. Come on. Come on. Ah. Baiting this monster is going to be tricky, for I need to remember that I'm playing with a child who I do not trust one little piece, for I know that he is good at messing every my plans up. I could tell him to slide down, for I just know that he'll just descend without my permission once more. But come on. Come on! Perhaps I need to test how brave I am. Come on! Grab the rope! I know you want to be extracted from your prison. I suspect this is going to take several attempts. That's the problem when you do not trust your protagonist. You don't trust the shitty platforming in this game. Look, dive as low as you can. Wait for the monster to attack. Now, come on. We need it to make the jump. Come on, jump! Grab it! You see, I could allow the monster to grab me just by the tippy toe. But I know that the game would rule it as a game over, you know. Because even if it was me in a situation, if I ever found myself in a strange situation, I would pull, I would grab onto the rope for all my life. Except this game, all it offers is strife. I mean, look. If it was to grab onto my toes, grab onto the toes, and this boy would let go. He's a coward. He isn't brave, and he doesn't think. He waits for input just from me. I have to use him. I have to provide input to him, so he provides input to the husks. It's a strange change of command, I know. Not a desirable one. But see, he lets go of a rope instantly. He should have been expecting the monster to grab him. He shouldn't have been scared. It was the plan all along to use him as bait. I know it's not a desirable job occupation to have, but unfortunately, it's the only one available. Unless he uses himself as bait to capture the monster, unfortunately, that button over there, you will never be grabbing it. For you see, you will just be grabbed by the weird aquatic monster. There's nothing you can do to avoid your fate. You must be bait. But then again, you just don't listen to me. You're selfish, aren't you? You just want to do what you want. You don't listen to my plans. And yes, my plans may be wicked, they may be cruel. But unfortunately, it's the only thing you're going to do to survive this horrible school of pain. Now, come on. Allow yourself to be bait. It's coming. Just come up and grab the chain, you horrible, stupid monster. I almost hate you as much as I hate this child now. Once more, the limbo effect seems to be coming into effect. When the child refuses to obey my commands, I begin to hate it with a hate most seething, most painful, most hot. But come on. Jump up and grab the rope, you stupid monster. Even when I can't get the monster to obey my commands now, it really starts to piss me off. And I feel like this is where I'm going to call it an episode. I feel like this is something that cannot be solved on camera. Something I'm going to have to attempt several times when no one is looking. Which annoys me a great deal, but unfortunately it's the only thing I can think of. The only thing I can do. Because I cannot get the timing of this puzzle correct. And it's the only thing that I can do. It's the only solution there is. And yet the child, he just does not obey. He does not make my plan work right. Perhaps if he had a better grip on the rope, then I could make this puzzle work. But instead, you're just selfish. Oh, look, you've fallen in. Drown. I don't care. Goodbye, my friends.